In this module, I'm going to show you how to make a lead patch. So again, I'm starting off with the initialize preset. Once again, I'm turning off the send effects. And the waveform I'm going to go for this time is one of the synth ones and one of these kind of Juno sounds. I think I'll start with that one for now. And I'm going to do a few different things to it. First of all, I'm going to use the sync dial to add some sync to it. But if you remember, we talked about the inner ring here being able to apply the sync to just the start of the sound. But that's quite quick at the moment, so I just want it to add a very kind of brief downward sweep. So I need to click on this here and change the curve, or rather the envelope, so it's not quite so linear. It's in fact more rapid. So I drag it down like that. That's about right. And next, I'm just going to add some of these extra voices here. Okay, that's sounding good. Now to add a bit more punch to the transient, so it's just a little bit stronger when I strike a note, I'm going to use the pitch envelope for this. So it's already turned on here. So I can just now either create an envelope here or just go to the preset, short attack. It just adds that sweep downwards, which provides a little bit more hit, and I can emphasize this even more by adding some spike in the amplitude envelope section. Sounding good. But now I need to change the amplitude envelope itself so that it follows the kind of brief envelope going on here, so the sound doesn't sustain. So I'll turn down the sustain here, and then I'll use the decay to set the length of the sound. That's about right. So next, I think I might create an interval for this one. So rather than it being one note when I play a note, it's actually two different pitches. So I'll go to the voicing section and I'm going to turn on an extra pitch here. And then I think I'm going to make it a third or a fifth. I'm going for a fifth, so up 7 semitones. Just turning down the spike a little bit there, as I think it's a bit too punchy. No shaping, as that's kind of killing the character of the sound, so I'm going to keep it as it is. And I'm going to add some effects to it. I think I'm going to add a flanger. I'll go for the vintage flanger. sounding good. And to create a bit more kind of a sense of space and prolong the sound a bit more, but without affecting this sound, I'm going to add another oscillator. And I'm going to make that maybe a sample, like one of these plucked ones. Let's try this metal overtones one. Just going to mute the first oscillator for a minute. I think I might take it up a little bit. Probably don't need all these bass frequencies either. And what I'm going to do to this is add some delay effects. So I'm going to go to the FX rack over here. I'm going to choose just the regular delay. Bring the feedback down. Change it to maybe a 16th. Let's see how these sound together. But just muting this second one for a minute. I want to make sure we don't get this delay happening on this oscillator. So I need to go to the routing, just make sure it's not routing to FX1. So now if I unmute this, you'll hear we get the nice delayed metal overtones mixing with our Juno stack. That's the kind of sound I was after. If I go to the mixer section now, I can just use the levels of these oscillators to kind of get the blend right. That's about right. So now I'm going to go to the Master Effects rack and again turn on the equalizer. I think maybe it might need a bit of a boost. Let's add some compression again. And also some limiting. And I think our patch is basically there.